Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For a district like mine in Cleveland and Northeast Ohio, strategic competition with China is about whether working people will have a fair shot at a good-paying union job and a future they can count on, or whether China's unfair labor and trade practices will undercut the industries we depend on. My district knows manufacturing, innovation, and competition. And we know what happens when Washington talks tough on competition but fails to protect workers here at home. In Ohio and across the Rust Belt, we know how to build. There is a deep history and connection to manufacturing. Yes, we need to stop China from stealing American innovation, smuggling advanced chips, and exploiting loopholes in our export control system. But we will not outcompete China by hollowing out our own industrial base or asking American workers to pay the price. We must invest at home. In my district, Magnet is helping manufacturers grow through workforce and advanced technology support, and Cuyahoga Community College is preparing students and workers for the future of work, including AI-related skills. That is what an American First competitiveness strategy looks like. So, when we talk about America's AI edge, I am thinking about the people who are part of that edge, the shop floor worker, the student learning AI skills, the technician adapting to new tools, and the union member wondering whether this technology will strengthen their job or ship it overseas. I've said before that if we are serious about competing with China, it starts with standing up for communities like those in Northeast Ohio and keeping good-paying union jobs here at home. We cannot claim to defend American competitiveness while jobs are offshored, workforce programs are undermined, or manufacturing support is frozen. So Dr. Chan, your testimony suggests China is competing not only at the frontier, but through efficiency, adoption, and integration into the physical world. What should Congress do to ensure the United States leads not only in the top-end models, but also in deploying AI across real industries in a way that supports American manufacturing workers rather than displacing them?
It's an excellent question. I think it's absolutely important that we focus on not just having the best models, but on diffusing this technology through our society, preparing our workers for a new AI-powered economy. I think that we want to make ourselves more competitive, including at the local level, down to our industries, down to our manufacturing, down to our services. We want to make sure that AI can make the country better off, but also make our workers better off. I absolutely agree that that's what it really means to win in AI.
Thank you so much for that. And Mr. Alperovich, did I say that right? Alperovich. Okay. You argue that compute is the key choke point and that we should not arm the enemy, quote unquote. How do we make sure a tougher export control strategy is paired with domestic jobs and workforce strategy so that communities like mine are not just told what we must stop China from getting, but also what we are building for American workers here at home?
Great question, Congresswoman. Thank you for asking it. Every single chip that actually goes to China, it's a zero-sum game, does not go to American companies. Right now, if you're a small business that's trying to build your own AI models, maybe based off of some of the open source models that are out there, you cannot buy the compute. It's simply not available. So when I hear that American AI companies like Jensen's, Wan's NVIDIA want to sell chips to China, when American companies are saying we can't go get enough of the compute themselves, that's hurting American business, that's hurting American consumers directly, because there's such a shortage of chips right now. But you're absolutely right. We have to invest more in production. You know, we need fabs in Ohio, we need fabs in Arizona, we need fabs to manufacture these chips in as many quantities as we possibly can.
Thank you so very much. As I close, I just want to say, as we examine China's actions, we need to protect American innovation, close the loopholes, invest in domestic manufacturing, and make sure workers are not left behind or forgotten. And with that, I want to say I look forward to working with my colleagues on addressing these issues, and I yield back, Mr. Chairman.